We'll go to the first question from Chris Gardner, please. Chris, go ahead.
Marcus, are you ready for more of a leadership role this season and have the ball in your hands more? And how did your body change over the summer?
Yeah, that was one of my main focuses during the summer. Getting in more shape, but getting stronger at the same time. Like you said, becoming a leader. Just, since last year, I was watching Dejan a lot, and, he did a great job of leading the team and setting an example and being a point guard and a great leader every day in practice and in the game, on and off the floor. So this year, it's my turn to do. So I'm just, I'm trying to take what he did and put it into myself this year and just be able to push the team when the team get down and be like the coach's player on the court.
Thank you. We'll go to Mark Furman with Fox 26. Mark, go ahead, please, sir.
Hey, Marcus, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you. Kelvin said what he likes about his players is that they see themselves as the caretakers of the program, the guardians of his culture.
Right.
What do you think about that?
It's true. Every day we doing culture things every day. So in the game, it's like second nature, really. Me and Fabian been here for a couple of years now, so it's kind of installed in us already. Tremont, Jamal, they've been here a year, so it's kind of installed in them. So, it's like second nature to us, but the new guys that's coming, that's what's so good about practice. We do culture drills and culture things every day in practice. So you won't even really think about it, just diving on the floor for loose balls, rebounding, competing at a very high level. It's natural. And that's why we win a lot of games, because of our culture.
Marcus, I realize y'all have moved on, but how much of there's a residual benefit mentally to know that if you do what you're supposed to do, like you did last year, you can get to where you got last year. You know what could happen. What do you think about that?
It's just always in the back of our head. We know what it took last year to get where we got. It's not easy. We all know that, of course. So, like, me and Fabian, we the leaders on the team this year. And, some people don't know what it takes this year. So, like I said, it's our job to, when things hard or we're going through adversity, to help pick our teammates up and let them know that this is what it takes to get there. So I feel like having that in the back of our head and knowing what it took to get there, I think that'll help us this year.
Thank you, Mark. We'll go to Matt Musial, KHOU. Matt, go ahead, sir.
Hey, Marcus, following up on that and the culture and everything, Kelvin said that you take pride in taking the point defensively,
right?
Taking that guy. Talk about setting the culture. I mean, you can do that right there, the way you start on defense. Tell me where that comes from. Have you always had that mindset, and how does that help you in other parts of your game doing that particular thing?
My freshman year, when I first got here, that was one of the biggest things really that coach tried to put into me was that's how you're gonna get on the floor really, is playing defense, guarding the ball. And I had great point guards that did it before me, Galen, Corey. They were great at the point of attack. So when I got here, Dejan was already here. We had Nate here. And he just was telling me, if you want to play, you're gonna have to set yourself apart. So what I did was, decided to guard the ball, and, guard the ball well. And, if you do that to the other team, that really take them out of their rhythm. If you pressuring the ball, getting the point guard out their rhythm, it takes the other team out their offense, really. And even though they still tell me to this day, even though you're having a bad shooting night, a bad offensive night, you can impact winning on the defensive end. So in my head, that's really what I'm thinking about every night, is going in, shutting down the opponent's point guard and trying to, set the example for our team on defense. Because what I do, basically, the other four guys behind me, they're going to follow what I do. So that's one thing I really take pride in.
What did you learn making that Final Four run last year? What did you find about yourself and what it takes to get to that level and what it's going to take to get that next step?
overcoming adversity and trusting your teammates. That's one of the biggest things I learned from last year. You're gonna have adversity through the season. You're gonna lose games that you're not supposed to lose. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna have days in practice where you don't even want to practice. But like I said, last year we had great leaders. So even though we didn't want to practice last year, we had Quinn Grimes and Dejan picking us up every day. We know what we gotta do. And just so like I said, this year is my turn to do that. We can't have a bad practice or a bad game, a game we don't feel like playing. So that's really one thing I learned from getting to the Final Four last year is every day you gotta use it to its best advantage, basically.
Thanks, Marcus.
We'll go to Chris Gardner, please. Chris, go ahead, sir.
Marcus, give us a kind of a scouting report on the newcomers. What will they provide the team, this year's team?
I think this year's team is very, very athletic. We can be great on the defensive end. Kyler Edwards from Texas Tech, he's a great shooter. He can help space the floor. He's also a great defender. Tajay, he's probably the most athletic dude I've seen in person ever. So he's very athletic and help on the defensive end. And the 3 freshmen we have, Ramon, Javier, and Robbie, they're really all athletic too and can help defensive and rebounding wise. So I feel like this year's teams can play way much faster than we did last year and, very athletic. So we'll be better defensively also.
We'll go to Dayon Dunlap, please. Dayon, go ahead with your question for Marcus Sasser.
All right, what's up, Marcus?
How you doing?
All right. Just from a point guard perspective, you mentioned Galen and Dejan, how they led the program. What style of point guard would you say you are, and what have you been working on from the point guard's perspective offensively here, just to get better at coming into this season?
The last 2 years I've been kind of off the ball, but on the ball, so I've been, kind of like a scorer. So this year I've been working on how to be a point guard, but also scoring the ball, like being aggressive while distributing the ball to everybody else, to the other scorers, pushing the pace. And, last year we had Dejan. He was like our 3rd option maybe for scoring. So, like, his job was kind of, I ain't gonna say as easy, but, he was like a kind of a pass first guard. And, my style of play in my eyes is like a scoring, but passing also. So that's really my main goal this year is like to try to even it out 50-50 by distributing the ball, but also being aggressive and scoring the ball.
Are there any players in the NBA that you kind of model your game after? I can see some Damian Lillard kind of similarities, being a smaller guard, but can score and still facilitate.
Yeah, like Damian Lillard, Trae Young, and Fred VanVleet. They're my top 3.
I got time for a couple more questions here, guys. We'll go to Mark Berman, please. Mark, go ahead.
Marcus, Kelvin a while ago pointed out that you and guys like Fabian, y'all have never lost. He pointed out that in 2 years there, you won a conference championship, a conference tournament championship, would have gone to 2 NCAA tournaments. What does that mean to you going into this season, the success you've had so far wearing that uniform?
It really makes me more hungry, because it's not easy to just keep winning. This a brand new team. We won, like you said, I've been winning since I've been a freshman here. And, this is my junior year, but the difference is I'm the leader on the team this year. Yeah, I'm not following nobody. I'm not looking up to nobody. I'm not taking the back seat to nobody. It's like me and Fabian, we the top dogs on the team now. So it's, it's our turn. What we gonna do with it? So the winning is really on us now. So just like I said, looking at what the leaders did in the past for us while we was on the team, just taking what they did and putting it while we're here and trying to do the same thing and get the same results.
Is that a little extra pressure on you, or you just look at that as fun?
It's fun to me. I really don't believe in pressure because, the hard work we put in every day in practice, and like I said, hard work, that it really pays off. As you can tell, the last 2 years we've been here, it really has paid off. So I really don't believe in pressure like that.
What has it been like for you going everywhere now, wherever you've been? People know what you guys did last year. Still talk about it. What's that been like for you?
It's been fun, just going around the city of Houston. People want to take pictures. You've been to the Final Four. People want to talk to you, stuff like that. Yeah, it's been fun, really.